April 5th, 2023, Wednesday, and almost the full moon, a sign of Libra, 28 degrees. I'm here to ask the tarot, here to thank the one and the many faces of the one inside of us, all around us, the archetypal expression, for showing us what it is, what it can be, what it was, guiding us deeper and deeper into inner knowing, outer knowing, higher knowing, lower knowing, and ever evolving. What is this full moon reflecting back to us at the current time of its peak of illumination, of being shown upon? What was there that can now be fully seen? The Hermit, the 9, our inner light, the light that guides the way through the darkness, the light that we must bring to be guided through the darkness. And how we want to extend that light towards the ground, towards the earth. That light of Aquarius, that light of transforming and evolving. The light of wisdom. We are now able to see both the growth that we have already endured and feel the physical changes that came with its challenge. We are able to see deeper to what is needed to find the gray space in between. The call of the rooster, the first morning light. We see a glimpse of hope in the darkness. We hear the call of the masculine. We hear a loud cry, an outcry of this masculine. A masculine that is here to ground back in our hope. a masculine that wants to be invited back into participation, a masculine that wants to be acknowledged for the growth that it has achieved and evolved through. A masculine that wants to remember and be aware of its own power of manifestation, that wants to feel its purpose, that wants to be and act and serve as a guiding light for others, ready to embody a higher wisdom. A humbled wisdom. For when we lose our own hope, we have the stars there to keep shining. For when we fall into darkness, we have the cycles of nature to sustain us. That sun, that light, that keeps returning. We have found new safety. For what keeps returning. Both the challenges and the gifts that keep returning. The fool grown up over time, having dropped all that it had carried initially in its little bag, but keeping the staff, keeping the connection to spirit, keeping the extension, keeping the wand. But that wand is now glowing. And instead of carrying material things in its back, it now carries the light out in front. Knowing that it can encapsulate and carry that light wherever it needs to be brought. While remembering that ultimately this light is untethered in the sky. The cloak of humbled awareness. The white pure peaks of the mountain are mirrored now in the DNA of this being's existence, in its hair, in its beard, as living proof of the passage of time and an effort to merge back to the peak of nature. What will help us create balance and achieve harmony between and within the desires of one and the other, of ourselves and our partner. Of the duality and the polarity. find that place of balance, justice. And love. Knight of Pentacles. Making an offering. Testing out the expansion of boundaries slowly. And taking physical efforts to plant and sow the seeds. And then enduring the moment, the passage of time that is required for that growth to be witnessed with the human eye. Bringing a vision into form. The glimpse of manifestation of an idea is now ready to be implemented, a next step to be taken. With caution. An offering made that is not intrusive, but that is made from within boundary. So that it can be chosen to be received. So that it can willingly be accepted. So that there can be invitation to travel further into the new land. The actions that come from the subconscious are to be tamed, for they have purpose, yet they want to be guided through awareness, through intention, through awakened intention. And where we cannot yet take off our armor, we can lift up that covering our face, at least, at minimum, and see the other into their bare face, into their naked eye, into their unveiled truth, and bring our earth offering. Making a new physical offering. What will support us in staying trusted and giving us the access to our resources, to the resources that are there, that have been there always, and even resources that we are awakening to, that we are developing towards. What will help us strengthen trust and connection to be able to utilize and be grateful and aware of those resources. The Page of Wands. curious look. Connecting with the wisdom of the deserts. Connecting with the wisdom that was cultivated in places that are seemingly so scarce, where the abundance is hidden, laying under the ground as a treasure, buried deep within. Buried deep within the earth and soaring through the skies, where this treasure is not easily seen, but found through experienced living, through knowing, through observation, remembering to observe rather than acting too quickly, remembering that when we enter into new territories, we may not have the ability to see things as quickly as where we are used to looking, as where we are used to perceiving, as where we already know what is there and which roads we shall take. But in this new field, this new world, this new dimension, and in a seemingly scarce territory, we must learn to listen, to watch, to wait, to observe, to be the child in learning, to be the child exploring, to be the curious child trying out new things, to find new solutions, to be able to see things we have never seen or thought of before, to learn from those who have walked these territory and to humble ourselves enough to take in their wisdom, the staffs that were handed down upon us, and the ways that we are taught to use them. Remembering with humility that we have access to this wisdom through listening to others, knowledge. And that it can help us remember how they found that knowledge, and help us remember to open ourselves up ever more to curiosity, so that we are also able to find better solutions for ourselves. Opening ourselves up to curiosity. And learning from the gratitude of those who are seemingly in scarcity, and remembering how they find a way to cherish the simple things, to cherish the warmth of the fire, to cherish the cloth that protects you from the harshness of cold, to cherish the human interaction that can save a life due to kindness, due to sparks of hope and joy, due to loving embraces that are nourishment for soul. Remembering the ways that nourishment is provided. Bringing ourselves back to the simplicity. Listening and learning to the stories that others share. Now is the time to listen to their stories and be reminded that someone may have lived through a tragedy and come out on the other side with rays of sunshine bursting from their heart and new visions illuminating, shining forth from their minds, and a new creative potential causing them to change the world, at least their world, and also by that leaving a mark, a footprint, an exchange of breath on this earth with this being, remembering the relationship that we have with this being, with our former versions, with our new versions, with our past lives and our future lives and our dreamed lives, and with all the versions that we are each day anew showing up. Learning from them, learning from your own past self, remembering the times that have been hard. Remembering that there is a way, not only through the hard times, but even where there is seemingly nothing, an empire can be built, carrying riches, awakening consciousness, connecting to the divine source, channeling the stars and the forces of nature. That abundance comes in many forms. That relationship comes in many forms. That guidance comes in many forms, and hope has many faces. To discover them and honor them with awe. Curiosity.